Okay, quadrilaterals mini lesson. Let's look at this. Okay, so when we're looking at quadrilaterals, okay, a quadrilateral is a four-sided shape. Okay, so when we talk about shapes, we're going to talk about that they're polygons. Okay, a polygon is just really any shape that you know of. If that polygon has three sides, it's a triangle, and you know that. If it has four sides, it's a quadrilateral. Quad is four. If it has five sides, we call it a pentagon. If it has six sides, we call it a hexagon. 7 sides is a heptagon. And 8 sides is like our stop signs, that's an octagon. So most of this lesson is going to be based on quadrilaterals, but I want to make sure that we are understanding what exactly we're talking about. Okay, polygons are any shape. Any shape you see, you can say that's a polygon. It's a polygon. Okay, if it has 3 sides, it's some sort of a triangle. And in my last lessons, you learned that there's different names for triangles. If there's 4 sides, it's some sort of a quadrilateral. But today we're going to learn the special names for quadrilaterals. 5 sides is a pentagon, 6 sides a hexagon, 7 sides a heptagon, and 8 sides an octagon. So looking up here, when we look at quadrilaterals, there's first of all going to be 2 main types. Okay, the first type is a parallelogram. A parallelogram means that it has 2 sets of parallel sides. So this is a set that's parallel, and this is parallel. So it is a parallelogram. Okay, if we continue with parallelograms, on the other side, is a trapezoid. A trapezoid is a shape that only has 1 set of parallel sides. Okay, notice these 2 are not parallel, so that's a trapezoid. Okay, so when we're looking at naming 4-sided shapes, if it has both sets of sides that are parallel, it's going to be a parallelogram. Now, when we have a parallelogram, we can keep going and we can name that other things. So when we keep going down here, one type of parallelogram is a rectangle. A rectangle is a parallelogram that has opposite sides are the same length. So this is the same length as this. This is the same length as this. And if it's a parallelogram, 2 sets of parallel sides, 1 set, another set. And to be a rectangle, it has to have 4 right angles. Okay? If we go down here, if it's a rectangle that has all 4 sides equal, then we call that a square. So a square is a parallelogram because it has 2 sets of parallel sides, but it also has all 4 sides the same and 4 right angles. Another parallelogram is a rhombus. I like to call a rhombus a square that's kind of somebody sat on and smooshed it over a little bit. Okay, so when we're looking at a rhombus, it has 2 sets of parallel sides, so we know it's a parallelogram. Okay, it does not have any right angles, no right angles, but all 4 sides measure the same length. Okay, so now we're going to use this information to try to classify some different shapes. And it's going to take me a minute to erase. Okay, so that was our mini lesson. Come back for the practice.